doing some upgrades here. Let's see. Doing some signings to upgrade the team. So we got defensive tackle Daquan Jones. Assign him. Oh, he wants what? 7.35. Give him that. All right. Keenan Allen, wide receiver. Oh shit. He might get hurt a lot though. Almost want to sign DeAndre Hopkins, but that might backfire. He's 33, 79, 89 speed. Oh my god. I'm going to sign him though. Serious Steve. Was there any linebackers? Damn, no, there's no linebackers really. They're old. Alright, well, there's that. You know what? I am going to sign one more. And for bringing Hopkins in. For bringing Hopkins in. Fuck it. Hopkins at X, Tucker, Blair. Wait, I'm gonna put Blair there. What the fuck? There we go. Wait, I forgot to. I gotta do one more thing. Hold up, let me go into here real quick. I'm turning all this on. laser settings. I don't know what is that one. Alright, it's alright. Fuck it. Oh, wait, hold up.
The temperatures outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visiting team and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. And off we go from Glendale. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out, Greg, by the former Hoosier, the rookie quarterback from Indiana.
I know it's just a preseason game, Mike, but these game reps, they're invaluable for a young quarterback. I think anytime you have a chance to go out there and play with the first-team offense, execute in a real NFL game, it's going to pay huge dividends once the regular season comes along.
And we'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Andrew Billings from the interior, there to bring him down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7.
He'll try to pick it up with Genty, and he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And the Raider first down.
Here we go.
Pickup on the play.
60 back.
First down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right.
Oh.
That'll be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Here we go.
It's a gain of 7.
Time to
Brings up
lock
2nd
in.
and 3.
Got a little bit of a defense upgrade.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, except for this guy.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
McBride is the motion man. First carry for James Conner. And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 22 now, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Cardinals
Crosby's out, I think.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
tackle made at the 16.
Here's a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
No, he's not out. Crosby's not out. Oh, thought
From
he
the
was
shotgun,
hurt.
it's Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
On the play. That's another Cardinals first down.
Conner trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Raiders offense going to take over now for the second time. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief.
What?
I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
You gotta win this game.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
First down.
19, Tiger, 19,
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Raiders.
They run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll get forward for about a yard. He's tackled there by Matt Wilson.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
So, from the 37, here's second and 9. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale. After this, got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
That's another Raiders first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 21, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Not
Back
have
to
over
throw.
the top here soon. No.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now Ryland for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals move out on top, 14-0.
14. Raiders nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And mark them down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
Let's
Over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's
Gotta
Genty.
play smarter.
He'll be taken down
That's
after
what's going on
a gain
here.
of 2.
I'm fucking up
So
because
his
I'm
team
not playing
finds themselves
smart.
now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy. And that's
then I
certainly
can't
not
get it
how
to
any
him?
team in the
Come
NFL
on.
wants to play.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
There's separation there. I gotta get it to him.
That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
That's another.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
And he's
Let's go.
touchdown, Raiders. Matt
Coming
Gay
back.
on for the extra point.
Damn, never
That
mind.
one is no good. Not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Now a hit. and he
Let's
lost
go.
it. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Back to throw here to begin the drop.
Oh
the
my
struggles
god, what am I
continue.
doing, bro?
Another
What
interception.
the fuck?
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Operating from the gun is Brissett. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Hendrick Ford. Touchdown, Arizona. Extra point.
Wait, no, fuck that. I'm restarting that shit. Fuck that. Alright, I'm gonna swim all the way to the regular season. Fuck it. Let's see how we do regular season. Game 1 against, I think it's the Patriots. Most likely just as trash. I gotta get rid of this season, get through this season. I might just simulate the rest of the season. I got to... I just got to get to the draft realistically. Let's see, there's a lot of quarterbacks, defensive tackle in the draft, cornerbacks, quarterback, and defensive tackle. Okay, and outside tackle. All right. He's a 74 overall now. All right.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway in Foxborough. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter in Week 6 of last season. Showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
And his first pass is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing here is May. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Patriots.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard.
We're going to throw. May. To the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and
to the air. May. Gets this complete to Bootown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
17 more yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they go play action with May. Got Doubs over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go, sir. Hey, what's up?
From the shotgun, May with it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Hoosier, their rookie quarterback from Indiana.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Mendoza. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
What?
Try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's another Patriots first down.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's May.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it as we resume action.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for an Oakland first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Christian Barmore on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Taken down at the
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the give, Genty. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Mendoza. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Good pick.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hooked up on the last drive with DeAndre Hopkins for the touchdown. And now set to go here again. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Genty. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
70 Lions.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll run. Here comes Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That was not the right
Calling
one,
no
but
gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Mendoza. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Mendoza. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders. Brock Bowers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Have to review the play.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers there to make the grab. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
14, Patriots 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, throw it. Ready, what's that?
Oh, yep.
From the gun, it's May. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
What?
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Throwing here is May. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. May. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And it's a man back from an injury and looking good, Stephon Diggs. Playing like...
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Here we go.
Looking to put a drive together. Mendoza throwing to start the drive.
Oh.
His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now 3rd down and very long. Looking to throw. Mendoza. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Okay, ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And an
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
Second and inches. At the 34-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. They find some open field here.
Let's go.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
But he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Leads to second and goal.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
To throw is Mendoza. Throwing on fourth down.
No.
And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Short pass caught by Henry. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Patriots first down.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
And they go play action with May. He finds Douglas complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the air, May. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas.
Complete to DeMario Douglas. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll throw with May. He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
MoDe, what's up?
They go play action now. May completes
What
it to Douglas. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Short throw caught by Bowers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Stared him down.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And the Raider first down. A gain of 15.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
What?
On first down, it's Genty.
That got set
And
up
they're
on
going to
me.
lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now they're in the hurry up.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots.
2nd and 11. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown,
Brock Bowers,
Raiders.
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week one contest. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New England's offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the draw is Stevenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Stevenson. A gain of 6. That's good for a Patriots first down.
From the shotgun, May with it. And here's one. He lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, These guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On the give, Ginty. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up
back to throw. Mendoza. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. So a nice throw there. And CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. He'll find Ginty out of the backfield. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. From left side, complete. That's Bowers. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Come on.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Mendoza. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Mendoza now throwing on 4th down.
Let's go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Ginty with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Raiders will line up for
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
17.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, here goes tonight.
From the shotgun, it's May. Got Dobbs over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Play action, May. Short pass caught by Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he gets this up past the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Here comes second down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
44-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup.
To throw, it's May. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
From the gun, it's May. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Douglas. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Fourth down, here's May. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
What?
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 24.
So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice pick.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts.
We got that.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Back to throw. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw to Henry. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47.
He's back to throw. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
For a Patriots first down.
Back to throw. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 10 yards.
Here's 1st down.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. May looking to run.
What?
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want
What just happened? No interception?
And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
That's crazy.
Borregales now for the extra point.
All right, we're progressing. We played way better
And it
than
would
the
appear
big
they're going to get out of here with
Okay.
a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Patriots 31.
That time a 6-play drive.
26.
And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You have hella people banged up. This is the last play here. This is it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season.
We'll be back. Here we go, right here. Oh, it's the Chargers. That's the next game. There we go. He's a 75 overall now. He's a 76. McCoy. He did get hurt preseason, so we kind of. But I signed 2 new players, Andre Hopkins and Jarius Sneed or whatever his name is. All right, this is a home game. Oh, actually 3 and a defensive tackle. So just we needed help in that area for reals. All right. Gotta go to my playbook. West Coast. There we go.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports.
Your 2025 Las Vegas Raiders.
Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw.
Ooh, pick.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Hopkins making the grab downfield. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Raider, first down. First down and goal to go.
From the red zone on first.
Oh,
Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
The Chargers' 15-yard line.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw here.
What?
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Chargers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. To line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Oh,
Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. First carry here for the rookie from UNC. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings brings up second and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Back to Hampton. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. It's Hampton on second. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Run down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. This is hauled in by Harris. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Chargers, first down.
Looking inside the red zone. This one's caught.
What?
And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points.
Cameron Dicker for the extra point.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Trey Tucker to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Raiders offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
And a Raider first down.
And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Last week, 60 yards for 15 rushes.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another give here to Genty. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
That one's complete over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Trying to work quickly now.
Mayor is slow as shit.
A gain of 13 on the play.
Back to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going to try to throw for it. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
He's going to throw it again. It's a screen play to Genty. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More coming up after this quick break. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go. COVID-19.
Back to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's making the house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles. Dicker on now for the PAT. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Raiders nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Tucker now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for an Oakland first down.
Check.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, play action. Connecting again with Hopkins. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
A gain of 17
The big play
yards.
nets him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. He's going to throw it. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That was close right there.
That's another Oakland.
And off to Genty. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 25-yard
Counter
line.
give to Genty. Running in the red zone. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
A gain of 17 yards.
Everybody rushing back to the line.
Oakland, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
What the hell? High kick.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
60.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Pass play coming here. On the move, hit it right. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Raiders start to fight back with their first points of this game. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown.
The kick is no good.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers and Quentin Johnson returning to the field. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
Herbert now, blitz coming. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd
and long. They're going to throw. He finds Njoku complete. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He gets caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. So 1st down from the 41.
And the Chargers, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, the Chargers.
Herbert from the gun. Hits his tight end on the corner route. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers lead by 14. David Njoku, the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers lead by 15 now.
Raiders 6.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Tucker now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Raiders and DeAndre Hopkins getting set for this next offensive possession. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock. Getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Setting up the screen. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So it'll be 2nd and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. More from Oakland in just a moment.
34-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll throw it. And he put everything he's got behind it. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They're going for this. Pass complete, screenplay. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. Throwing on first is Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Hampton underneath. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Go. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Herbert now. Avoids the sack. He's making a bid for it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. 4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
First and goal, Chargers.
Back now, pressure coming. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers.
What the hell is it and all?
Chargers take this one on the road.
42-20.
And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.
Lost that one. Uh-oh. Alright, next one against the Commanders. We're 0-2.
Words alone.
No, we're gonna do full pads on both. Alright, I'm gonna stop it here.